Responsibilities are hard, and look, I'm gonna get to them, but first I'm gonna take this nap because responsibilities are future me problems featuring Sarah's Scribbles, which was published by Mattel Games, who helped sponsor this video. Hey everyone, I'm Mike Murphy, the Brothers Murph, and I am here with Board Game Geek, and we've got a large important task up ahead, but before we get to that, let's learn how to play future me problems. Future Me Problems is a game for 2 to 4 players who are looking to avoid responsibilities and instead stay busy with distractions. Each turn, players will be using schedule cards to draw cards from the activity deck, giving cards to other players, all in the name of avoiding responsibilities, because responsibilities lose you points while distractions will gain you points. But before we learn how to get to those awesome distractions, let's learn how to set up Future Me Problems. To begin, take the cards that make up the activity deck and find the large important task card and set it aside. Shuffle the rest of the activity deck and place a large important task into the deck as close to the middle as possible. The activity deck is now ready and placed in the center of the table face down. Take the 4 nap cards and deal 1 out to each player, returning any extra to the box of playing with less than 4 players. The rest of the schedule cards are then shuffled and each player is dealt 4 cards to be added to their nap card, creating a hand of 5 cards. The schedule deck is then placed face down in the middle of the table. Draw the top 3 schedule cards into a row face up. This is called the scheduling assistant, as it gives you a few extra options when planning your day. Be sure to leave a little bit of space for a discard pile. The person who woke up the latest today is the first player. And that is how you set up Future Me Problems. In this game, you are going to be playing schedule cards in a row that allow you to draw cards, destroy cards, give cards to opponents, and more. Each card features art from the very talented Sarah Anderson, creator of the award-winning webcomic Sarah's Scribbles, and in this game you have the goal of collecting as many distraction cards as you can while avoiding responsibility cards at all costs. Now that we have our game set up, let's show you how a turn works. On your turn, you must choose 1 or more schedule cards from your hand and place them in a line in front of you. The order is important because once you've played your cards, this creates your schedule, which you will carry out from left to right. There are a few rules for playing cards to your schedule. First, you may not play 2 cards of the same color next to each other. And second, you must end your schedule with a nap card, because who doesn't love a nap, right? A nap card is any card with a pillow icon on it. Additionally, you may only play 1 nap card per turn, so make sure you only have 1 pillow and that it's the very last card you play. Once you have locked in your schedule for the day, you will carry out the actions on your cards one at a time, going from left to right. Once you've carried out the actions on your cards, your turn ends and you will refill your hand of 5 cards, drawing from the top of the schedule deck or from the scheduling assistant row. This ends your turn. If you weren't able to play a card with a pillow icon to end your turn, you must draw cards from the top of the schedule deck until you reveal a card with a pillow. This becomes the final card in your schedule. Any revealed schedule cards are placed on the discard pile, and for each card that was turned over during this process, you must return 1 positive point worth of activity cards as a penalty. These cards are returned to the bottom of the activity deck. On schedule cards, there are several types of actions you can carry out. Draw cards cause you to draw the indicated number of cards from the top of the activity deck. This will cause you to draw red responsibility cards, which will lose you points at the end of the game, and or blue distractions, which will gain you the points shown at the bottom of the card. Flip deck cards allow you to take the activity deck and flip it, so if it was face down, you can now see the cards you draw, or you can flip the deck back face down and embrace the mystery of the activity deck. Free time cards allow you to choose a responsibility card you collected and remove it from your pile and out of the game completely. Swap player cards allow you to have another player complete the rest of your schedule for you, making them draw any cards and carry out all actions on remaining schedule cards. This is a great way to make someone else take the responsibilities you were meant to have. More work is never fun and makes you lose points from your distraction cards equal to the values shown. These cards must be placed at the bottom of the activity deck facing the same direction as the rest of the cards in the deck. This is a great card to make someone else do for you. Give cards allows you to show your generous side. When this card is played, draw cards from the activity deck equal to the amount of players in the game, then distribute them to each player, including yourself, however you see fit. Do beware, if the large important task is drawn, you must keep this card for yourself, and you will also bring about the end of the game. More on this in a moment. Finally, we each have our nap card, which we start the game with. This card doesn't have any actions itself, but it has a pillow icon, so it can be used in a pinch as a way to finish your schedule without any kind of penalty. And those are the type of actions you can take. Like I said, you can play as many cards of your schedule as you like, so long as at least 1 card is played, and you end with a card that has a pillow icon on it. Players will take turns making schedules for themselves, drawing cards, avoiding responsibilities, but eventually, the large important task shows up to end the game. The game will end as soon as the large important task is drawn by a player. That player completes their turn, and then all players take a look at the activity cards they have collected. All blue distraction cards will add to their score, while all red responsibility cards will subtract from their score. The large important task is the ultimate responsibility, and the player who collected it loses 5 points. Once each player totals their scores, the player with the highest score wins. If there's a tie, the player who has the fewest responsibility cards is the winner. And that is how you play Future Me Problems. In this game, you have a simple goal. Be as distracted as you can be and avoid those responsibilities. But sometimes you draw from the unlucky side of the activity deck and get stuck cleaning or on a phone call. Or you could keep yourself distracted by doing a little dance or maybe organizing your closet. All of these activities await, and if you'd like to learn more about Future Me Problems, be sure to visit its page at BoardGameGeek.com to learn more. And until next time, I'm Mike Murphy. I've been here with Board Game Geek, and that is how you play Future Me Problems. Have a great day.